It's a shame whenever you see sisters going at it over unresolved issues. Now, right now, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have seen the response when it comes to Chrisean Rock and Tesehki. Now, before I get too far into this, go ahead and subscribe. I appreciate your subscription and comment. Now, when it comes to Tesehki in general, for the most part, it seems like she's a big bad wolf that most people don't want to mess with. She's well known for throwing hands. However, when I was doing some research into Tesehki, she's actually a pretty talented music artist. She can rap and she can sing. It's just unfortunately she has an asterisk by her name of a file, a PDF file of her own sister, Chrisean of all things. Now, 9 times out of 10, when you come across a person that has a lot of anger inside their heart, and not just inside their heart, they express it by physical violence a lot of the time, something has happened to them. Now, here's the thing. Chrisean and Tesehki appear to have a lot of drama between them. Now, admittedly, I have not watched a lot. I think they're on baddies. But from the clips I've seen, Chrisean has had Tesehki physically hurt. Tesehki has stepped to Chrisean, but it didn't always start off that way. They appear to be very loving sisters. They cared about each other a lot. Now let's go ahead and get into this trailer right quick.
You said what? I'm done talking. Bitch, you're going to fucking jail. Defamation of character.
Now, that was just an 8-second clip, and you know how trailers can be edited and be very deceptive. I don't necessarily think Chrisean was saying that to her. For some reason, I don't. I really do feel like Chrisean was talking about somebody else in that particular case. Now, I will never give anybody a pass. We cannot really extrapolate what really happened from an 8-second clip. But a lot of people are taking that 8-second clip and running with it again. Let's go ahead and watch it one more time.
You made me eat. You said what? I'm done talking. Bitch, you're going to fucking jail. Defamation of character.
And again, the way that is chopped up right now, she could be talking about anybody or anyone. But people are assuming it's directed towards Tesehki, and there's a reason why.
I don't have a real relationship with my sister because when I realized when I got older, she didn't really fuck with me. Too, when we was kids, ask her about when she wanted to play house. No, because she acting like motherfuckers ain't really trying to like, we don't like each other because our childhood, bro. Don't be making shit up.
Now this is from, I think that was in 2023, early 2023 when she brought that up. And that was around the time after the whole entire altercation happened between those two. Now, when people saw that clip, or excuse me, when people saw that trailer, they thought back to Chrisean saying that, and it wasn't just her; it was also her nephew, or excuse me, Tesehki's nephew. I don't know they had the same father, but I do know they have the same mother. And when it comes to family and secrets like that, and it's just not a black community thing; it's just a family thing in general. No matter what culture you go to, if you just watch something like Unsolved Mysteries, if you watch something just like a lot of these true crime stories, kind of like stuff that Stephanie Harlow does, or I think her name is Sydney that does the makeup stuff. They talk about these stories about families of other cultures and races, how they have these family secrets, the uncle, the niece, the sister, the father, etc. that does these things that are unspeakable that will make you lose a lot of trust with people. And speaking of trust, Tesehki doesn't even trust her own sister.
Yeah, let's talk about it, get into the tea. Huh, bitch. Y'all keep saying in the comments, you need to forgive, Y'all don't even know how many times I forgave. At this point, how the f you come from that? Even if, let's just say this, I'm gonna give y'all this. Let's say if I would answer her call on Monday when she kept calling my phone. When you keep calling my phone, texting me, bro. I'm not answering you. Let's say if I would have answered and I would have accepted her apology. Do y'all know my conscience would have been tore up? Y'all know I would have been like, okay, say because one thing about it, if I forgive you, I'm back like this with you. I'm back cool with you. I forgave you. I never hold shit over here. I forgive you. So if I forgave her, that means we would have been back like this. Like far as around each other. I would have literally been paranoid like, yo, if we had any type of word misunderstanding, I got worried about her calling my goons. Matter of fact, let me call my goons. Then maybe Sean always stays at my house. She loves to hear. Everybody loves to hear. Biggie's here. The big legend Biggie is here. What are you talking about? It's a loving place. I'm a loving person. So I can, I probably would leave her here, go to the gas station, grab some blunts. I'm going to have to think about, oh my God, Sean is at the house with my children. My trust is fucked up. So why would I do that to myself? Why are you all so forcing, like, y'all need to settle it. Y'all still sisters. Have you ever got jumped by your sisters and her friends on your sprinter in front of the world to see? No.
Now, unfortunately, that whole entire family seems chaotic. Now, do brothers and sisters and sisters and brothers go up against each other? Sure, all the time. I mean, one of the oldest stories in the Bible is Cain and Abel. So that's nothing new when it comes to siblings hating each other, going against each other, or fighting each other, even though they may have loved and cherished each other in the beginning. Now, again, you go on the internet and see all kinds of videos of these two together. Dancing, rock climbing, helping her stretch for one of her meets. And if I remember correctly, that Tesehki used to dance to help make sure Chrisean had everything she needed for tracking to go to school. So it wasn't an unloving relationship. It's just an unfortunate thing. It seems like whenever the cameras got involved, it helped to destroy their relationship. Whenever the cameras and the money got involved, it helped to destroy their relationship. Now, I have been overly critical of Chrisean Rock over the years, and I still will continue to be. I have not 100% convinced that her change is 100% genuine, since she has gotten out of jail, because she has went in jail before over Blueface and still came out and assessed with the dude. The only difference right now is Blueface is still locked up. Once he gets out and she continues her quote unquote change, then I would genuinely believe it. But right now, I think this is all at this so she can go ahead and keep herself on camera. And this whole entire thing right here, this whole entire trailer that came out, I really am starting to think, I'm curious, did they just chop up that trailer to make it seem like it's something that people can go ahead and talk about? Because this is not the first time that it's been discussed. And if you chop up a trailer a certain way, it could bring more people in. And that's what everybody's talking about today, is potentially what Tesehki did to Chrisean, or what Tesehki made Chrisean do to her. Now, Tesehki did get on her Instagram, I saw earlier, and she did provide this video here.
Y'all went through some shit, like,
Yeah.
like, nobody never, I never personally went through something that took my love of, like my childhood away. The only thing that took my childhood away was, like, mommy always sleep and being at friend's house, but that's it. I don't know. I told my young self, it's okay to not be okay. But I don't know. What would you tell your young self, Tifa, to be more confident? I was blessed. Like,
now, there is another clip out there whenever Blueface had Chrisean to a lie detector and he asked her some questions. I didn't put that in here because I felt like it was too vulgar about certain things she has done and has not done, and she failed those tests. Now, if she did fail those tests because she was forced to do something to her sister, then I can understand her failing those questions, not wanting to admit that on camera, because not everything is meant for TV. I mean, I really do feel like, and they have enough of the interesting personalities. Tesehki with her fighting, and again, Tesehki is actually really talented, but Tesehki with her fighting, Chrisean with her baby, and what could be going on with the baby, and the things of her changing to a new life. All of that could just be more interesting enough without throwing in family drama of, hey, you did this to me, you made me do this, let's go ahead and hash this out on TV. That doesn't make any sense. So, going into this, Karlissa, probably one of the people who knows the family best, who is on the inside of it, had two several responses to this. Because keep in mind, this accusation that Chrisean has made to Tesehki, or about Tesehki, is not new. It's about a couple years old. So here's how Karlissa first responded to this.
But I was humping all my cousins. I was kissing the cousins. You know, kissing cousins. Don't be acting like you ain't kiss your cousins. She was 12 years old. See what I'm saying? That's still kind of like, you know, 6th grade, horny little girl. 12 years old is still kind of like you ain't really. What the Bible say? We're responsible for it after 12. So if she was 12, that's still within city limits.
I'm not familiar with that quote of the Bible, but okay.
And it ain't too much she could do. But no, you know what I'm saying? It was just probably some humping cousins. I wish my cousins would start popping out talking about she humped me when we was 12. Where's Sean at? Where my cousin Sean? He like a year or two younger than me. Tell he gonna pop out. Karlissa humped me. Boy, we was kissing cousins. We got a whooping and everything. We ain't know no better. I'm gonna say she probably was too young to know what she was doing. I was real hot in the ass when I was about 6 or 7 years old, and I was humping everything because I had seen a movie about humping. So I was humping everything. So I can't really deny nobody else. You know, people was humping me back. I was humping people, but I can't really say what, you know, how she did her humping, honey. But I was humping all my cousins. So if you was a big boy or a little boy, you was getting humped too. So I don't know the details of her hump status. I was a fast little girl, so I understand. Now, when I feel like somebody is doing, when I call somebody a child molester, I'm thinking like over 10 years old, you might know what you're doing. And since they said she was under 10, I'm thinking she probably was just humping all the family and the cousins because she was a humper. I don't know.
Now that was the first response, you know, over a year ago. So, and that's really sad if you really think about it. I mean, just think about it for a second. And this is why I've always been so protective of my own daughter and my stepkids too when I had them. It's just that the people you normally gotta look out for are the ones that are closest to you. And I never kissed a cousin. I can honestly say that. Now, did I get in trouble for other things? Sure. But I never had any physical interactions with any cousins. So for her to say that's a normal thing for kissing cousins, no, that was just a messed up thing in your household that was made normalized, and now that normalization, you're giving a pass to other people, and that's really sad that whenever you get, you know, abused, in a sense, and that's not in a sense, whenever you get abused and you normalize it, then you excuse it for when other people go through it, and the cycle continues, so it's calling out for what it is. This is not right. This is not okay. Yeah, this is what happened to me. It shouldn't have happened. But you know what? They need to get help. They need to get counseling. They need to talk it out with each other. Not put this on TV or whatever else. But again, that was her first response. But later on today, she did make out a different response on her Instagram.
So y'all asking me what I think about the news that we got today from the trailer. Of the two sisters, and my opinion is as follows. They were kids, probably 7, 12, maybe 7, 13, I don't know. It's unfortunate, but due to the circumstances in which some of us have come from as children, we're lucky to even be here. We're grateful to even be here. We took a couple wrong turns. I mean, we were damn near parentless. We've been through holy hell and back. So I'm just gonna say, from what I see, you know, I don't really have a great relationship with Rock being my grandson's mother. And I'm praying that gets, you know, and hopefully that gets better. Do I see the change? No. And that's just me, because I'm on the inside and y'all on the outside. But that doesn't mean that it won't come about tomorrow. I've watched Tesehki, and you know, I judge fruit by the spirit or spirit by the fruit. She with that same man. She got a house, some cars, some dogs, some well, beautiful, mannered kids that she been taking care of by herself, coming from nothing, making nothing out of something. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt because I see, you know, an overcomer. I see somebody that's been totally fucking trying. When I see a mother, whether she's a single mother or with the same guy or whatever the case may be, and she suffered and she's still with them kids and they ain't been in foster care and you doing the best you can, baby, I'm going to respect it. So, and although it's none of my business and it's just some people that have come through my life, you people are asking me what I feel, what I think, you asking me for my opinion for some certain reason. So I'm going to give it as I normally do, whether I know them or I don't know them. I'm going to say that they need to figure out, maybe not right now because it's hot off the press, but sisters are forever. Sisters can do no wrong. They are siblings are forever. That y'all got to make long-term decisions together. Y'all might have to take care of y'all parents together. Y'all forever. Y'all locked in. What happened was very, very, very unfortunate. I mean, having somebody jump on me, you know, but that's the trauma we come from. An ass whooping is nothing in our community, in our character. Like, that's just nothing. So I think they could get over the ass whooping. I think they could get over the accusation that was just made. I think that sisters can get over anything. Okay? So with all that being said, don't y'all go doing that he said, she said, pulling them apart even further because y'all want some more drama. Them is real blood sisters, came out the same mama's cootie cat, okay? They came out the same cootie cat. Me and my sister might be on the phone for 2 hours, and in them 2 hours, we done hung up, fought, rode, died, picked up the phone and said, girl, what you doing today? That's just what sisters don't do. I done had to put my sister down one time only, my baby sister. I put her down one time and one time only about one of my kids. I did. But I never had to do it again after that, okay? She's still my sister. I still love her. We still pray together. We talk about our kids together. Then we fight again. Then we make up. Then we argue again. And that's what sisters are. Okay? That's just what it is. Get over it.
Now, there is something to be said when it comes to family and going through things. And she is right. Family and blood is forever. To an extent, I would like to say. So what would be the... When is it too much? When should you cut that person off from your life? I mean, let's be 100% honest here. So far, for what I can tell, Chrisean had her sister jumped. Right? And when I first heard about that, I thought that was all this like some kind of a ploy for the Zeus network or whatever, but apparently that was real, so she had her sister jump. You normally don't get family members jumped. When you have somebody jump, you truly disdain and hate that person. Now, if you're willing to have a family member jump, and if what Chrisean is saying is true, then I can understand why she had her sister jump, right? But when is it enough? Now, that's what I want to say. Now, to me, if I grew up with that, knowing that my sister made me do this, and again, Karlissa was pretty immature in her first response last year, and making all these BS statements, right? But now she's saying how tragic it is and everything else. They gotta get through this. They gotta take care of their family and all this other kind of stuff. And just because you have a common goal doesn't mean you gotta do it together. Because sometimes working with that same person will hold you back, and y'all can just destroy each other. Because at the rate these two sisters are going. And again, I really do believe the way Zeus chopped up that trailer is not exactly what we all think it is. It is for us to get talking. Because again, there's too much pauses in between that. It was only 7 or 8 seconds.
You said what? I'm done talking. Bitch, you're going to fucking jail. Defamation of character.
You see, that is not enough for me to be like, oh yeah, man, Chrisean really said that and accused that about her sister. I think they chopped up in a way where people could be like, wait, I remember this conversation that happened a little while ago. Let me go ahead and chop it up to make it so people will go back and like, wait, they're going to address this on TV finally. I'm not rocking with it. I don't believe it. They're all getting paid by Zeus. Chrisean gets paid by Zeus. Tesehki gets paid by Zeus. Karlissa gets paid by Zeus. Zeus is all their payday. So every single one of them has a reason to make this go through. Every single one have a reason to benefit and profit from this. So to go along this storyline on the network and off the network is 100% more believable than them bringing this personal matter that is this deep on the network. Zeus Network storylines. Peace. Yeah. But I like to know what you guys think if you've been watching this long. I really do wish that trailer was longer. I wish it wasn't chopped up that way. And I wish people didn't really want to run with something so quickly. That could be so damaging to a family in a long term. I understand they had their fights. I understand they had their spats. But if you look at not these accusations, again, from the nephew, I can't think of his name. His name started with T. He made accusations about Tesehki too. But then there's also coming around talking about how Chrisean paid him to say that. Okay, whatever. Then you have Tesehki coming out with the response. Her not saying something personally.
I don't have a real relationship.
Let's see, where was it? Here we go.
Y'all went through some shit, like, you know? Yeah. Like, nobody never, you know what I'm saying? I never personally went through something that took my level, like my childhood away. The only thing that took my childhood away was like mommy always sleep and being at friend's house, but that's it. I don't know. I feel like I'm so.
Mommy oversleeping and something at a friend's house. I'm kind of curious what happened at a friend's house there. But you know, let me make this a little bigger. This is her on a whole different level. How you trying to take me as chast trauma? I don't know. And make it yours. Take me in chast trauma. I guess Chast is one of the cousins or something. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the full family. You have like 10 sisters, 10 or 12 siblings. I know one went ahead and got arrested not too long ago also. But right here, you hear Chrisean not pretty much saying she really didn't have that issue. And again, with Tesehki growing up, because she's 5 years older, and supposedly Tesehki went ahead, danced to make sure that Chrisean had the stuff she needed for track and to go to school, I think to college. I'm not sure how far Chrisean got into college, but it seemed like Tesehki was more of a second mother figure. Now, I'm not saying that grooming is not a thing. Grooming is a very real thing, right? Grooming and manipulation is all a real thing, is a very common thing, but it's also not just in our communities, everywhere. Whenever you have a predator in a family, they're very well versed in staying within that family out of manipulation, tactics, and grooming. That's just what it is. I really hope this isn't another storyline, because when you see other people's responses about this storyline or this that little trailer, the 8-second clip, it's bringing out a lot of triggers in people. You will see people, if you go to TikTok and YouTube, who is actually responding to that trailer, sitting there in tears about what happened. And then, if for some reason this is not real, and then they just did this for views and to bring attention to the Zeus network, this could put Tesehki in danger. And not just her kids. Because think about it for a second. I'm not a fan of Cardi B at all. I have zero respect for that woman, for especially how she made it. However, though, there is no evidence that she is a woman that hurt her kids, but yet she had DCF called on her. Now you have Tesehki, who is out here being known as a PDF file towards her sister. And why wouldn't the police or DCF be called and investigating on her? And she has kids herself. And they could take these clips and be like, hey, we should take your kids because of this. Because we don't know how long this is going on, especially with the nephew out there. I didn't put none of his stuff out there because his stuff is pretty outrageous. I don't know. I'm not saying it's not true, but you know, there are claims that he's got paid for the city stuff that he said. Anyways, that's just my opinion on it, my viewpoints on it. That I don't think it's what we think it is. I don't think we should really take that trailer at face value.
You made me eat. You said what? I'm done talking. Bitch, you're going to fucking jail. Defamation of character.
Again, it's too chopped up for me to be like, yep, she said that to her. Man, Tesehki needs to go down. I don't even like her. I just find her more entertaining for all the fights she's getting into. I mean, let's be real here. I seen some of the clips of her fighting. I know she could whoop a few minutes, but that's just something else. That woman is unbelievably tough. I can see where Chrisean got it from. You know, when women have a fight like that, they have hands like that, they normally had to fend off men. Let's be 100% clear of when you normally see women that have hands like that, it's not just because they have older brothers. It's all because they had to fight other people off of them to make sure they don't get taken advantage of. Anyways, that was just my opinions on this, my thoughts on this. I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for watching, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you again.